Rathmullan Priory, built 1508. It's just saying the same as the other one. In 1618, the nave of the western portion was adapted as a castle residence by Bishop's Knock. Its garrison repulsed the Jacobite Duke of Berwick in 1689. The chancel eastern portion of the church continued as a parish church until its whatever it is, in 1814. So I reckon, Luna, if we would close this wee gate now, like, if we would close this wee gate a wee bit. That's me, or the GoPro going off. I reckon I could let you off now. Now, no wildness now, no wildness. Stay under control. I'm not interested in graves and all, like, I'm interested in this here. So they made the big one and a wee small one there. And they bricked them ones up. See, it started off as an abbey, but then they turned it into more of a castle, didn't they? So that's probably when it was the new under attack. Blow them things up, boys. It's a bit hard now on the inside to get an idea what the layout was. That looks more like a front door there. Luna's doing all the wee shortcuts. You see his ground would have been a lot lower in his day. There's a gate on there. There's a wee bar within there. That'd be wee stairs up the tower with it. A wee spiral staircase. I think that's what it is, you know. It's hard to know. No, maybe it's not a staircase. Maybe it's just a wee cubby hole. This looks more like a wee church size, wouldn't it? Private chapel size, if you had a house. A wee altar there in the front, a big window. Let's see what date this is, 1830. But you see, you say grave 1860, that meant he was born. What age was he? 70 something. So he was born in the 1700s. It's hard to tell, and that's been changed about. You got a wee window there, but look how high the roof was. So that must have been a tower before this was built on here. That must have been the original outside wall at one time, and that window's sitting there. And then later when they built on this extension, they were plastered over that window. Or else just left it as it is. Plastered, because see the wall's plastered over there. Very high pitched roof on it. And then this part here is the house. Or in this day would have been the monastery. So when you stand here, you think that'd be the front door in front. Big hallway above. Fireplace and all. Maybe like the living room, the big grand room up above, like. It's hard to know. And then wee windows and all that there, it's more auxiliary. That's your ones making your dinner and stuff, isn't it? Guest rooms and stuff like that over that side. Does see it's probably left from the monastery days. Oh, look, you can see the stairs going up there. Look at the stairs inside the wall. I'll point them out. You see the wee steps going up? So you walk to the window and there's a wee staircase went up and there's probably a wee corridor going across. You go into castles there, like Greencastle and that all one down outside Sligo. You get walking inside the walls. Some idea, like. So you can just about make out the wee staircase there. You think that people walked up and down that wee staircase. Who was the last one? Probably some young boys drinking maybe walked up it. You think who's the last one to go up there before it's all fell down? These big pillars sticking out here, they would have held rafters for the floor. So that's your floor level. You see the corner, you see how much room there is in there, that many passageways. You think the walls are thick, but some of the walls then can be thinner. There's these passages in them. That's very interesting, that wee corner, isn't it? That would be a busy wee corner there. You imagine trying to draw the plans out for that. Your steps is going over the top. Did she go through that hole there, did she? God knows where she's going now. Oh, you're not supposed to go in there! I say if I let the balloon up there, she'd climb them stairs there, you know. I'd like a wee mountain goat. So what I can see, I'm going to have to peek through here, you know, because I think that sticks out. Ah, look, it sticks out there, you see. I'm not going to be nosing into the garden, right, but... See, that's a tower there. You had to go up that tower. So that was a wee spiral staircase that we see. And that would have took you up above. The wee gates there now. And it might have had a wee ladder in there, you know. It might not have been fancy. Got a wooden ladder. It takes room for spiral staircases. There's a big window up there. There's quite a bit of building up above in there. A wee bit sticking out and all, like. That'd be interesting getting up there, so it would. I would say you could walk that perfectly safe. That'd be all in one piece, that tower. The only thing stopping you getting up was that wee gate there. Wee bolt's not even padlocked. A wee bolt. How long here, boys? Look at that. Trying to get my torch on here. Can't put on the flashlight with a phone. That wee gate opens, and the stairs. I tried putting the flashlight on, but the flashlight went off. The stairs is there. It's walkable. I want to see if Luna will come up here to see what happens. I don't know if this is legal or not. Luna! Luna! No torch here. Oh, somebody locked me in now. Look at this here, boys. The steps are so small. They're wee feet in them days. Look at that. Luna, I'm going to put your wee lead on. Hang on, put your lead on. Hang on. A lot of drops here. And I could put this around me. Do I lose Luna? Right, so there's the main hallway in there now, look. That's the main hallway in. The bell tower. Look at the steps now. Look at that, boys. Come on up, Luna. Come on up. So it's give you an idea, though. There's my hand. That's the size of the steps. Come on up here, Luna. I'm going to catch her lead. I hope not get locked down. Don't spend too long here. Look at that there, boys. Look at this. Hey. Come on, Luna. Come on. That's it. Carry on with it. You're mad at this. You're mad. My Luna likes archaeology too. Look at that there, boys. She likes archaeology. Look, don't forget. No, don't go jumping off now, Luna. Don't go jumping off. We're near the top now, Pet. We're near the top. Luna, we're near the top. Up, up. Maybe that's far enough. I'm not going up no further. That's the roof. Luna is getting terrified. You know what? If she pulls me, she's going to pull me down. So that's it. I'm not going up no higher. We fell off. That's the end of the world. Once we get down past these ones, head on, Luna. Luna is falling in my air now. She's dangling. Dangling. Oh, Luna, you're dangling. Luna says, I'm not going for you again in history. Fuck the history, she says. Oh, get me back to USPCA. Animal abuse here. Aye. puppy farm would have been handier than us, carry on, she's thinking to herself. Hey, what are you making me do? Well, she wants to go and jump off like. Hey, that's it. But they're not even locked. That was... if you weren't meant to come up, there would have a wee padlock on it. Come on now, Luna. It's very dark here. You see, I'm getting a little twisted up with her. Going around these corners. Then we're going into the darkness. See, back in the days, this was like hell. Oh, pitch black now. I've never stood on such small stairs. I'll tell you what, my head's hitting the roof here. I'm having to actually bend my head down this, but I've never seen, it must have been, do you know what that step is, pretty there. You know when you get the narrow bit and the wide bit? Well, the wide bit's narrow. The narrow bit's very narrow. There's no wee trick stepping on here. It's just very small. Not about the size of my foot, like. You get the idea, like. When you're in pitch dark, they're not even square, like. You see that one there, how rounded off it is? That's brush slip in half there, like. Slip in half. I can let you off here now, Luna. Come on down the ways. Come on, poor Luna. Luna is a true... See, like Indiana Jones are, Luna. Take her anyway. Take her anyway. She held up this morning, I didn't know I'd be exploring like that. Hey! Wasn't that exciting, Luna? Ah, them other boys, the other dogs didn't see that. Look at that, look. I love health and safety in the Republic, I tell you. More fun. There's where we were there now up there. Hey, Luna, wasn't that? Luna said, fuck that. I'm not coming back here with you. Hey. Let me back to the ice cream stand. So how far do we get up? I wouldn't risk the very top roof because it could be dodgy stones and all. It's like a pack of carrots, isn't it? One holds the other one up, but when you get to the top, there's not a lot of holding the top up. So what a wee flat floor, with no flat floor, you get them top of the steps and there's nothing. Hey, that was worth a coming there, Luna. That was a worth a coming day there. Just a pair didn't have a torch. Now, there's times you get the flash to come on your phone. Can I get it on? So that was Baxter's grand house there. Look, your front door would have been there. Look at the big windows and all that. See them big windows in the middle? They lived up here. Look at the fireplace. That's the big lordship and the bishop and all. Hey, there's wee cold pen and all. Like, if I went in there and there's wee study and all. Hey, but like the White House now, you know, big desk and all sitting. Sat in front of that fire there, like the wee top hat, the capes and all that there, telling the boy to get the horses ready and all, like. He had to go on a short 10-hour trip somewhere to visit the neighbour. That there was like, that had been a big range in there at one time, but they changed it to a fireplace. You see the good big enormous lintel that would have been on it. They built the archway, so, but you wouldn't have had a range in there with a front door. But see, that's all the remodelling about. Back when the monks was here, this is probably the dining room, and they did all the cooking. Didn't want to waste the heat. But then when your bishop took over, he wanted a bit of grandeur, like. All them young ones tried to bring money in or else to go to hell. You had to pay your collection. And then he used all their son for money then. Got from the on Sunday games and all that there to put into his palace. That's the way they did it back in them days. It makes you wonder, the teaching of God and all the rest, how can you spend so much money on a place like this and go to heaven? That's not the bit I learned. And I went to Sunday school. Look at that there, look. Isn't that nice there? See that there all, it's like a wee rose petal. That must have been a wee holy thing at one time. It's still there. But mustn't, that's probably somebody's garden, probably. Maybe they had a wee statue, a mirror or something in there, you know. I don't know, what do monks have? Had there been a wee bit of water in there or something? It's not very deep for water. Not much in the monastery. There's a wee stone there, mustn't there, you see. And they're probably all linked together. But it was all plastered and all. All nice and smooth. It wasn't rough like that. They had it looking nice. That's what you forget when you see ruins like this, like. You're just thinking cold and damp and all the rest. Then again, that there's been changed. There's the original stone there. the original black stone. Look at the lintel put on, and then she's been changed down with this window put in. So then again, that could have been a main door at one time. And he remodeled it to his house. He had put in a window to match that window. See that? Oh, wee matching set. That's the type of window that you get maybe in a wee dining room, like, oh, come on here for breakfast, no, a banquet, no, have a wee banquet table here. So you got the big luxury room in there, smoking the pipe and all, and come on here for his dinner. Maybe an all wee fireplace there just disappeared, the wall's gone. I don't know if the Santa Clauses come to Bishop's house. I don't think they do. They've done a wee bit of work up there, replacing the wood. Them lintels are gone. Help holding it up. If I didn't have Luna here, I would have spent a wee bit longer in there. But we can always come back. We can always come back, so we can. I'll take a wee walk around outside, see what we can see. I don't think we're going to see very much, Luna. 1966, that's not very old, is it? There's where I reckon the front door was there now. But you see, going by the road, but see, back in them days, bearing in mind, the drafty one coming off the lock, they didn't want the door facing onto the sea. A wee door on there kept out chill away. And that wee bit of the corner, that was probably added on when they wanted to make it. Look at the fancy chimney, like. You know that's a bishop's house with a chimney like that. They don't put that in the castle.